I know you are a bit confused as to the investment to consider in the year 2025. In a number of series, I'm going to share with you some investment that you can consider as you enter into the year 2025. And today, I'm going to start with low risk investment that you can consider in the year 2025. Now, in finance, when you say an investment is low risk, what it means is that the possibility of losing your capital or interest is very low. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen, but it means that the possibility of it happening is very low. So in Ghana, there are a number of investments that we say they are low risk. But however, for the purpose of today's video, I'm going to talk about two low risk investments that you can consider in the year 2025. And this investment is very good if you already have the money sitting and you don't have an immediate need for it. I always use the word an immediate need. Perhaps you want to use it to buy some building materials, you want to buy land, but you haven't settled on that. Instead of leaving your money in your savings account or your current account, which gives you little or no interest, it's better for you to consider any of these two low-risk investments in the year 2025. So let's zoom into it. The first investment you can consider is what we call fixed deposit. Now let me give you an analogy of what fixed deposit is all about. So there are a number of banks and institutions, financial institutions in Ghana. So some credit unions, some rural banks, some finance houses. Now these institutions run a number of products. So they run the savings account, they run the current account. Now, when you run a savings account, you give your money and the money stays in your account. As and when you need the money, you go for it. However, the interest that these institutions are paying on the savings account is very low. I know some banks and institutions are paying as low as 2%, 3%. Now, consider 2%, 3% at the time that inflation is around 20%. It means that if you leave the money sitting in the account without investment, you are losing big time on that amount, no matter the volume. And that's why you should consider investing with that institution. Now, this institution has its own investment that they call fixed deposit. What it means is that you are giving the money to that institution. It can be any institution that you know. Let's say it's Patrick Bank. So you go to the Patrick Bank and you tell them, I have this amount of money in my savings account. However, I want to invest with you. Then they'll tell you that if you want to invest with us for, let's say, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, this is the interest we are going to pay you for giving that money to us. Now, if you sign that form, you fill that form and you give it to them, what it means that you are agreeing that they should deduct the money from your account into an investment account. And they are going to pay interest on that money that they've debited. So if they agree on a particular rate with you, once the period is up, they will pay that interest together with the principal into your savings account again. And this is run by almost all financial institutions. And that's what we call fixed deposit. It means that you are giving the money to the institution and they are going to promise you some returns. Now, that's the first level of investment which you call low risk in Ghana. The second one that you can also consider is the popular Treasury bill. And if you are someone who watches this channel, you know that I talk about Treasury bill a lot because of the weekly updates. Now, Treasury bill works similarly as fixed deposit. However, this time you are not giving the money directly to the bank. You are giving the money to government. And government is promising that they are going to pay you an interest on the money that you have given to government. However, government does not deal directly with you and I. So they have what we call Government's Bank or Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana is the one which is having the mandate to transact such business on behalf of government. And Bank of Ghana too cannot go and deal with individuals like you and I or institutions. So they have licensed some institutions which we call dealers. And these dealers have the mandate to be able to help you to buy Treasury bill from government. So some banks or all the banks in Ghana have been licensed and some other finance houses have also been licensed. So let's say you go to again Patrick Bank Limited. You tell Patrick Bank Limited that you want to give this 10,000 cedis to government in the form of Treasury bills. A form will be given to you. You complete the form. Once you complete the form, it will go through the process, and once the account is created for you by way of Treasury bill, that money that you filled on the form will be debited from your savings account or your current account into an investment on your behalf. Now, when the investment is up, the principal together with the interest will be paid into your account. And that's what we call Treasury bills. Currently, you have Treasury bill rate around 25%, 26%, some even as high as 29%. So it means that if you keep your money in your account, you are losing because of inflation. If you invest and inflation is around 20 or 22%, it means that you have a margin of about 4% or 9%, depending on the interest that you are going to earn on the Treasury bill. And that is a good investment than just leaving the money in your account if you need the money maybe in the near future, but you don't want to go in and do any kind of risky investment. So guys, these are the two low risk investments that I want you to consider in the year 2025. Don't allow the money to sit in your account for more than a month when you don't have an immediate need for it. You can either go to the bank and do the bank's investment, which you call the fixed deposit, or you can decide to give the money to government through Bank of Ghana and your bank, which you call Treasury bill. And any of these two will give you some interest, which will cushion you for the loss of the money that you have in your account because of inflation. So guys, please consider these two investments. If you have some lump sum sitting somewhere that you don't have an immediate need for it, these are low risk investment that your money will be safe. So consider this investment, and I'll come again next time with another set of investment that you can consider in the year 2025. If today is the first time you are watching this channel, please learn to share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Patrick TV GH, and be abreast with financial news every now and then on this channel.